Welcome back to BreslovCampus, insights in the parsha of the week, Parshat Tetzaveh, describing the vestments of the high priest and the regular priest. Reb Noson points out an amazing concept connected to the Choshen, the breastplate worn by the high priest, the Kohen Gadol. The breastplate, how it worked is that there were 12 stones on the outside of the breastplate corresponding to the 12 tribes, and there were the letters of the 12 tribes plus additional letters, and in total you had basically every letter of the alphabet available on those 12 stones, on the names of the 12 tribes plus, so you had every available letter of the Hebrew alphabet, the 22 letters there. Now in the fold, it was folded, the breastplate, the Choshen, and in the fold there would be a parchment placed with holy letters on it. So now the Kohen Gadol would wear this breastplate, and the commandment was that whenever a Jewish king or a Jewish leader would have to ask a very serious question to Hashem, which involved the whole nation. For example, Joshua asking Hashem, should we go to war, should we not go to war? So to ask Hashem in the presence of the high priest wearing the breastplate, and the answer to what to do would shine on the letters of the 12 stones. There were letters to make out statements, and Yeshua and the Kohen Gadol would have the divine inspiration to properly understand how to read the forming of the letters. In other words, they would come out, but you have to know where to put a stop, that this is one word and this is another word, so that way they would know how to read it properly and understand it properly, how to decipher it properly. So you had the letters shining on the breastplate, and Rashi points out the ability for the 12 stones to shine the letters to Joshua or any other Jewish king or leader would come thanks to the parchment in the fold in between. Okay? So this is how, when a lack of true leadership, when guidance from God is needed, this is how it would come in the format of the breastplate giving the answers. Reb Noson says something amazing. He says today, in the past 200, 300, 400 years, 500 years, since the printing press has been invented, and more of books have become proliferated, because back then, 1,000 years ago, in the time of the sages of the Mishnah and the Gemara, and the early sages, if you want to say even the time of Rashi, not everybody had books. Maybe one person had a parchment with things with Torah written on it, and they would all have to use that same parchment. It was very hard to learn Torah. Even the Talmud, when it was finally put in writing, not everybody had a copy of the Talmud. The printing press was only invented, like they say, I think in the 1500s, something like that. And only then we have printed books. And even then it wasn't so much. But now it has become so prolific to have printed books and teachings. So Reb Noson says that the printing press, printing holy books of works and teachings of tzaddikim, is similar to the breastplate of Aharon, of the high priest, having these letters. And now the shining of the letters is also what's available, that when a person reads books written by true tzaddikim, and you feel that the tzaddikim are talking directly to you, like giving you personal advice. The book was written 200 years ago, and you feel he's talking directly to you. He's explaining your situation, relating to your situation today, and giving you a comfort or a direction as to what to take to proceed in order to get salvation. That is the phenomena of the breastplate, shining letters to know what to do, to give clear yes, no, to do this, to do that. This is the similar attitude of the books, and that's become so more prevalent of the teachings of books, because this is where the letters of the Torah will shine to guide a person what to do. So Reb Noson makes a connection between the breastplate of the Kohen Gadol to the printing press, which we need more than any other time in Jewish history. Now we are in desperate need of advice and guidance what to do when we feel being attacked from inside and outside, from all corners. We don't have clarity in almost any area of life. Forget about just Judaism, just in life, clarity is so missing. So how much more do we need access and availability of the printing press and printed books teaching and revealing the teachings of the tzaddikim, the true tzaddikim, to give us guidance and guidelines in life.